I'm going to continue to emphasize this when I talk about Notre Dame. They got to prove something to me. What I'm looking forward to in this game the most, and I think you guys should look forward to as well, is can USC hold San Jose State to under, let's say, 28 points? We're back. Sort of. Kind of. Not really. Well, I guess depending on how you look at it, if you are an avid and diehard college football fan like myself, we'll take anything at this point. So I don't know if I'd go as far as you're saying we're officially back, but here's what I will say. We're back to making the preview videos. Yes, that is right. You heard me correctly, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy to announce that this is the Week 0 preview. Oh man, it's been a long time since I said we're doing a preview for college football, and most of y'all know this. This is one of my favorite videos to make during the season. I love making this video, and also the favorite video, and I think it's without a shadow of a doubt in anybody's mind, is the recaps. The Sunday recaps, I don't know what it is, they just hit different. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. And oh yeah, by the way, if you like college football and you want to see me tweet during the season and just interact with me on Twitter, I'll pop up my Twitter right here. You'll probably notice in the offseason, I don't even know, I think I tweeted once, and that was to ask you guys for some hot takes for a video. But all throughout the offseason, no, I don't really tweet. But during the season, on Saturdays, yeah, I'm tweeting all the time, and I love seeing what you guys send me. It's a great way we can interact, and I love seeing what you guys send me on Twitter every single day. And our Twitter community is really special to me as well, because it's very small, very niche, but it's also pretty funny as well. Anyways, getting back on track here, for those of you that don't know, most people know, oh, week 1, it's September 2nd, but no. We got week 0 to talk about first. And I wouldn't even say I'm close to being excited for week 0 because I'm not. We don't have a lot of good games, but we do have USC playing. That's a top 10 team. And also, we got Notre Dame playing. And these are two very interesting teams because, at least in my humble opinion, they got a lot to prove. USC finished last year on a terrible note, and a lot of people think they're too soft to even compete for a championship. And going, what is it, like 4,000, 5,000 miles away all the way on the East Coast with Notre Dame, well, a lot of people, they don't believe in them either, and y'all know how I feel about Notre Dame. Don't even get me started. Notre Dame didn't start out good last year, but they did finish on a strong note. It seems like there's no in-betweens with people when it comes to Notre Dame. You either believe in them and like them, or you're like me, you don't believe in them and you don't care for them. And it's not that I have anything against Notre Dame, because I don't, I could care less, but I'm tired of them being overhyped. They need to prove something to me. They need to win the big game. So although we don't have a lot of interesting matchups, I am pretty intrigued by these two teams to see how they react and respond to last season. Because let's be real for a second. There is a lot of question marks on that USC defense. The offense, no. We know what we're going to get, but the defense, who knows? I've even been on record to saying this offseason their defense has mightily and vastly improved. So I guess we'll see if that's right or not, and with Notre Dame, we really don't know what to expect. You can make a legit case and argument and say Notre Dame's going to go 10-2, and you could also say in the same sentence that they're going to go 3-7. Well, not 3-7, that's pushing it, but you could say they'd go 4-6, 5-5, and I could see it happening. My point is, with Notre Dame, you don't know what to expect this year. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe, unless I'm missing some low D1 colleges or something else, we got 7 games on Saturday. And no, I'm not going to preview all those games because I don't even care about them. It's a bunch of nobodies, but we are going to talk about 3 games. I know it's not week 1, and I know a lot of you don't care about week 0, but I'm just happy to be doing a preview. Hope you guys enjoy. As always, if you're new to the channel and you like college football content, consider hitting that subscribe button, join our amazing community. All right, Matt, blah, shut the crap up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to be talking about 3 games and 3 games only. Navy, Notre Dame, Hawaii and Vanderbilt. That one, yeah, I'll talk about that in just a second. And USC versus San Jose State. I'm not going to talk about the other games because nobody cares whatsoever. And I know what you're sitting there saying, well, Matt, what makes you think or believe for a second that I care about Hawaii and Vanderbilt? Well, you probably don't care, but I'm going to give my 2 cents on it just because I don't just want to talk about 2 games, so we might as well talk about 30. The interesting part about this Vanderbilt team and this program at this current moment in time is if this same team had a Florida jersey and they had the Florida symbol by their name and you didn't know it was Vanderbilt, they'd be getting a ton of hype. Because I'm going to remind some of y'all out here, this same Florida team that everybody's hyping up, they didn't just lose to Vanderbilt last year. They got embarrassed. I can't even sit up here and say Vanderbilt straight up sucks anymore because last year they weren't bad. Are they good? I don't know. That might be pushing it, but they're not bad. I gotta give credit where credit is due. Now for Hawaii, well, they're bad. And for that reason alone, that is why Vandy is a 17.5 point favorite. it. As far as it goes for a game itself, I think it could be a good game, but I just want to see how good Vanderbilt actually looks this year to start the season. Because if Vanderbilt goes out here and boat races Hawaii, beats them by 40, we may be talking about a team that could go possibly 7-5 in the SEC. I think that's their peak, that's potential, but don't sleep on this Vanderbilt team. Yet again, not trying to claim that they're good, but I don't know. Maybe they could upset some teams this year. Who knows? That game's at 6:30. At 1:30, so we really don't have an 11 o'clock game to look forward to. But at 1:30 Central Standard Time, or I guess however you say it, get what I'm trying to say. We got Notre Dame, overrated, by the way, and Navy. I'm going to keep it a Fortnite V-Buck with y'all. I don't know anything whatsoever about Navy. That's one thing about me. When I don't know something or anything about a team, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I do. I don't. But here's what I will say. The only reason I'm going to be tuning into this game, and the same reason other people like you are going to be tuning into this game, is to see how good Notre Dame is. Because let's be real here for a second. The expectation for this Notre Dame team is to beat Navy by about 25 points. The line's currently 20.5, so I think if Notre Dame only wins by 14, that would be a concerning sign. I just wonder how good Marcus Freeman, which is Notre Dame's new head coach, by the way, can make this football team. It is worth mentioning, remember that Notre Dame also got Sam Hartman, who's been playing college football for years now. That's their new quarterback. I think Sam Hartman's good, but I'm just not sold on Notre Dame. It's not that I don't believe in them. I just want to see them prove something to me. And I'm glad for the first time in forever, they're not ranked inside the top 10. Y'all know how I feel about them. Notre Dame should, number one, be banned from the college football playoff. And number two, they should never be ranked inside the top 10. Never. You want to put them at 11? That's cool. But inside the top 10? No. I'm going to continue to emphasize this when I talk about Notre Dame. They got to prove something to me. It is worth mentioning, though, that last year, the score of this game, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was 35-32. Notre Dame only won by 3 points last year, so this game could be closer than what some people expect. All in all, though, I think Notre Dame's going to be too much. I think they're going to come out pumped up. I believe in Sam Hartman. I think he's a really good quarterback. I got Notre Dame winning this one. Oh, yeah, and I know I didn't give a prediction on Vanderbilt and Hawaii, but if it wasn't obvious, yeah, I got Vandy winning that as well. How much do I got Notre Dame winning by? I'm going to say they come out a little slow, and then they'll turn it on. I got Notre Dame by about 17. I like that number, 17. I hope it's close because, like I've stated, it's week 0. We don't have too many games to watch. Last but not least, though, moving on to the game I'm looking forward to the most, we got USC, Caleb Williams and Lincoln Riley versus San Jose State. Let's start out by saying this. USC is a 31-point favorite. And San Jose State is San Jose State. They're not a very good football team. Let's get this BS out of the way first. I'm not going to sit up here and hype up Caleb Williams and Lincoln Riley. Look, we know their offense is going to average 48 points per game. Do you really want me to sit up here and hype up the offense? Come on now. I don't think so. I'm not going to, at least. Heading into this game that's going to kick off at 7 p.m., here's what I'm looking forward to the most. Can USC hold San Jose State to under 28 points? Can USC's defense look like they deserve to be on a football field? Can USC's defense make tackles? Can USC's defense look somewhat physical? I'm not even saying you got to be completely physical, but can you look somewhat physical? And last but not least, can USC's defense just get a couple of stops? Good gosh almighty, man. It's not that freaking hard when you got Caleb Williams back there throwing the football. You just got to hold your opponents to 35 points and you're going to win every single game. Gosh, man, I just can't get over that game against Utah last year. It was embarrassing. I've never seen a defense in the Power 5 Division I level look that soft. It was softer than the one-ply toilet paper in the middle school bathroom when you got diarrhea. It was so bad. Utah wasn't even a better team than USC. They just pushed them around. It looked like the varsity team scrimmaging, not even the JV, but the middle school. Gosh, I can't get over that. But here's what I will tell you. I have been keeping up with this USC team a lot in the offseason, and I've also been keeping up with their defense. And I'm going to remind some of y'all, they got 5-star defensive lineman Barry Alexander from Georgia. That guy's a beast. He had a sack in the championship game against TCU. They've also added a lot of other pieces to that defense, and I do expect them to improve. You see, the difference this year at USC for me compared to last year is last year didn't have expectations. This year, I do. I wasn't shocked when they got pushed around and bullied last year. Although it was concerning, I wasn't shocked. This year, if that defense gets pushed around and they're giving up 35, 40 points per game, I will be shocked. And I know people don't like Lincoln Riley. I get it, but I've always been in his corner. What people did not understand last year is when Lincoln Riley arrived at USC, He didn't have time to go recruit on the defense. USC's defense was heavily depleted last year, and a lot of people didn't even know that. Well, now this year, you can't give him that excuse. This year, he had a full offseason to go get guys and recruit. Not even just for USC, but for Lincoln Riley this year, it's put up or shut up. If Lincoln Riley does not win a championship this year, he's going to be under a lot of heat. You got the best quarterback in the country, you got great wide receivers, got a great offense, and your defense should be, I'm not going to even say they got to be mediocre, but they should be slightly around below mediocre average. Look, man, everybody knows the criticism with Lincoln Riley. Oh, yeah, he can make the playoff, but he can't win a championship. You're going to have to flip the script eventually, and should I go as far as saying if he doesn't win a championship this year, he never will? Because remember, USC, after this year, they're going to the Big Ten. And as much as I like to clown Ohio State for being soft, I think USC last year was softer than Ohio State, little bro. What I'm looking forward to in this game the most, and I think you guys should look forward to as well, is can USC hold San Jose State to under, let's say, 28 points. I think that's reasonable, or heck, we'll say under 30 points. That's all there is to it. Don't have any upsets this week. I got all the people who should win winning the games. I got USC, Vandy, and also Notre Dame. A nice little warm-up week to get us ready for the real week and when we're really back for week 1. Can't be mad at it. I like me a little appetizer to get ready. I like me some buffalo chicken dip before I get into my ribs. I'm curious though. Let me know in the comment section, what are you looking forward to the most in week 0? Definitely for me, I'm going to have to say that USC defense. I want to see how they fare out. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Let me know your thoughts down below. But